Welcome back. We have Louisiana Legends segment today with our very own Colby Hebert, the Cajun Hatter. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
It's great to be here, yeah.
So the last time you were here with us on Zydeco Thursday, we kind of broke down on traiteurs and what they are. We're going to kind of expand upon that a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
And I guess the first question, is it magic?
Right, yeah, a lot of people want to know that, and exactly, because it is such a kind of a folk practice that's part of Louisiana tradition that has so much, curiosity surrounding it and a lot of question marks. Mm-hmm. Magic, I guess, first we would have to define. Magic is sort of, in a nutshell, it is taking intention and bending the forces of nature to one's will. Mm-hmm. So, using kind of the energies within nature to create a certain type of outcome based on some practice or ritual or tradition that you're using. Whereas, the Traiteur tradition is sort of more like what some religious or spiritual institutions would refer to as either like mysticism, mm-hmm. or basically using a gift from God. Sort of like what the Catholic Church would say is a gift of the Holy Spirit. And basically it is surrendering your will to the will of the God, the Creator. Okay. So while it's not unlike magic, it is, I would say, more than mere magic. Mm-hmm. It is basically allowing God, the Creator, to flow through you in a way as a conduit in order to achieve His will in healing.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a question that I think everybody has when they hear that, oh, someone's a traiteur. Well, what exactly is that? And then, too, that also brings to question voodoo.
Sure.
Is it similar to voodoo and Reiki?
Right, yeah. What is it then that's different from those things? The tradition of voodoo is part of Louisiana history is definitely distinct and different. Voodoo is, essentially West African religion that has been syncretized into Catholicism primarily here in South Louisiana. So while some of the practices, and especially maybe as it pertains to healing, mm-hmm. might look similar to some of what someone like a traiteur might do, or a Catholic practitioner of healing, it is also distinctly very different because, like I said, it does have its roots in West African religion. Mm-hmm. Reiki, on the other hand, again, it's kind of its own tradition based in the Hindu religion in India. So something like that energy practice, as it's called, it has a different system of the roots of it has a different mm-hmm. system of belief. And so kind of those particular energies and practices and methods that they employ are based in different beliefs and religious systems than what the traiteur, him or herself, believes in or typically follows. Which, like I said, for the most part in the tradition of Louisiana, the traiteurs as Acadians were devout Roman Catholics. So, kind of using and calling upon Jesus Christ in prayer is the way that we traditionally do it. So that's kind of mostly how it differs from voodoo and Reiki. Yeah.
I love that we kind of expounded upon this. I feel like I always learned so much from you just by talking to you whenever you come on the show. And we're going to continue this conversation too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to be here.
So Colby, we love having you. Let's go ahead and check in with Adam Olivier. Welcome back to Louisiana Legends. We're hanging out with the Cajun Hatter, Colby Hebert, also a traiteur. We're kind of continuing our talk about traiteurs. You kind of went over on if it's magic, is it similar to voodoo and Reiki, and now we're going to kind of focus on the secrets, some of the secrets of traiteurs.
Yes, that's mostly what people want to know, right?
Yeah.
If we're being honest, is, well, what does a traiteur do, and what does that process look like? Some people, many people here in Acadiana have stories from their past and their childhood about experiencing, going to a traiteur, or a story that they have with someone else who has. And so, they kind of may have a little bit of experience with what some of the process looks like, mm-hmm. but, most of it is done in silent, and most traiteurs don't really talk too much about or share their secrets loosely, because it is a tradition that we kind of look at in a way with a lot of reverence, because we all, like I said, do consider it to be from God. So it's kind of in that way sacred. But nonetheless, there are things that we can talk about and share with reverence in mind that can just give people more of a clue in on what exactly is going on.
Yeah.
So, for example, part of what people may know is that we use crosses and the sign of the cross. So whenever we start praying over someone, we usually begin the session by making the sign of the cross. And then also, like I said, sometimes the cross is used, whether it's kind of done this way over the part of the person that you're praying on, or for example, maybe laying the hand over someone and then making the sign of the cross over that spot. So that is one way that we kind of enter in. And then the other thing is using the number 3, which for us symbolizes the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Using the number 3 is very significant. But, I would like to point out on the side that it's actually significant in spiritual traditions in general. For example, on the other hand, spells are typically said 3 times. Also, when a Catholic exorcist does his work over someone, the prayers are said 3 times. So there's a significance and a power in 3. So when we say a prayer over someone, usually those words of that prayer are said 3 times, with the sign of the cross being used in between. And then that's very often done in 3 sessions.
Okay.
So, those, for example, like I said, are some of the things that I can say about the tradition that kind of can clear up some of the curiosity for people, but still holding reverence to the tradition. Most people who have prayers consider it more like a family recipe, where it's very special to them. So they don't really want to share that loosely. But that being said, to give you an example of what a prayer could be like, it's what is the prayer for and who is it for? So I might say, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Taylor, I treat you for heat stroke. 3 times, something like that.
Cool.
Very
learned.
interesting.
I feel like this is a whole lecture hall right now that we just had. University News 15 at noon over here with Colby Hebert.
This could be a
fun segment.
A very fun segment, but also a high-level course, too.
Yeah, this is great. Colby, we love hearing your knowledge and sharing it with our viewers and educating us. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Sure, it's an honor to share. Thanks for calling me back. Yeah.
Of course. If you guys want to learn more, head to KLAF.com. We're going to post everything you need to know right there. We'll be right back after this.
At 5 and 6 with Chief Meteorologist Dan Romano. He is going to be tracking some storm chances for your Friday.
You also forgot the 4. You said 5 and 6. Wow.
I'm sorry. It's taking me time to adjust to this. It only started on Tuesday.
It's okay.
So
We're on day 3 of the 4. We'll see you there. It's like a big family reunion. Everybody just hangs out on Thursdays and parties. Thank y'all for joining us. Have a great day.